and ourselves as literate and literary creatures, we acknowledge the centrality of reading and writing to our English program and to all learning. We take note of the particular accomplishments of 3 outstanding student writers. We see you seniors in a new life tonight. You are no longer just our children and our students. Your commitment to your work has made you thinkers, intellectuals, writers. You've created something new.
The senior thesis is often made out to be a monster of an undertaking, a dark shadow looming over many of BHS seniors' last hurrah of high school. And I must admit that at many points this year I felt this project's weighty expectations as a book maker. However, I realized that I felt this way mainly because I was trying too hard to write my magnum opus instead of just letting my ideas flow. Once I let that happen, the senior thesis was pretty smooth sailing. And turning in my final thesis paper was one of the most rewarding feelings I've had in my high school career. The senior thesis process really starts at the end of junior year when one chooses their author or topic to read and write about in the coming year. At first, I was a bit cynical of writing a thesis in the context of an English classroom, as I'd only written history theses before, and I actually quite enjoyed the experience of writing a long research paper. So I decided upon a predominant topic that is perhaps as equally prevalent in literature as it is in history: war. I don't think that I would be wrong in saying that war was one of the first, if not the first, topics explored in humanity's written tradition. Each individual culture has its share of stories of great warriors, but I didn't want my paper to be an analysis of the gallantry of mythical heroes. To only see war through the eyes of an invincible champion is, in my opinion, not only a grossly simplified and naive way to view war, but frankly a very boring one that fails to take into account the mischief that war plays with our very own human condition.
The institution of decadence and faith resulted in the most prevalent and most heterodox form of religious expression in all of Wilde's work: hedonism. Hedonism went beyond the mere enjoyment of the physical world; it deified it. In Dorian Gray, Lord Henry declares that our century wants a new hedonism. To Henry, and later Dorian himself, new hedonism is not a rejection of faith. It is simply a replacement of Victorian Christianity, which has failed them, with a set of religious beliefs more in line with their experience. The experiences of the world are reminded them, with art and pleasure as metaphysical values worth pursuing. In Lady Windermere, it is shown that this new religion has its own moral code. Darlington declares that it is absurd to judge people as either good or bad. Instead, people are either charming or tedious. While this view seems amoral at first, viewed through the lens of hedonism or religion, it quickly reveals its moral character. To be charming is to live up to the ideals of hedonism. To be tedious is to fail to do so.
My father read 2 of Rushdie's children's books to me when I was little, and I recall them being action-packed and full to bursting with characters and ideas. Rushdie's books deal with magic, political intrigue, class conflict, racism, love, loss, globalization, pretty much everything there is to talk about. So Rushdie seemed like the perfect choice for me. As I was reading his books, though, I became more and more frustrated. They were technically gorgeous, perfectly structured, with so many interesting ideas packed into each sentence. Rushdie does have a tendency to write 3 pages where 3 words will do, but I'm not one to shy away from somewhat bloated prose. So why wasn't I enjoying them? The problem, as I came to realize, is that I'm a girl. Rushdie's books are resoundingly misogynistic. The male main characters objectify women constantly, and the reader is stuck in their heads for usually well over 500 pages. Female characters are brutalized, demonized, sidelined. It's not really that women went through hell and high water in these books that bothers me, though. It's that they were granted no interiority, blatantly sexualized, and their needs and desires were always subsumed into that of the male characters. Rushdie clearly knows his feminism. The satanic verses in the ground beneath her feet both contain several nods to cutting-edge academic feminism and gender theory of the day, but he doesn't seem all too concerned with implementing it in a way that doesn't titillate or otherwise benefit him, let alone in a way that threatens his place in the patriarchy. The funny thing, though, about these books is that Rushdie picks apart the process of storytelling and story creation pretty extensively in them, and he clearly saw storytelling, both storytelling in general and his own specifically, as something transformative, something to counter the prevailing doctrines and narratives that prop up the oppressive power structures of the contemporary world. This grated on me a little. How could he be so confident in the power of storytelling to chip away at prejudices when his own is so riddled with it and broken down? Thank you all so much again, and a special thank you to the Blacker family for this honor, as well as to my English teachers. To Ms. Bloom for creating such a welcoming and collaborative environment when I was a scared 9th grader. To Ms. Rothenberg for introducing me to new standards of critical reading and rigorous writing. To Ms. Vant for giving me the one-on-one support I needed to bring my intellectual inquiry to the next level. And of course to Ms. Santiago for all the help and support through this long, long process. Without you, this kind of work would not be possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abby. I'm sure that you all feel just as impressed and proud of the work that Abby and all the students here have been able to do. We are excited to see what you will go out and do next.